All right, so let's go ahead and name this one. Now, first thing you want to do is find the longest continuous chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There you are. Now find branches. This is a methyl. This is a methyl. This is an ethyl. This is a methyl. This is an ethyl. I used to have an aunt ethyl. And this is a propyl. So alphabetical, which comes first? Ethyl. Okay, even if there's dis or tris, we don't worry about that. So ethyl comes first. There are 2 of them. So off of the 3 and off of the 5, we have ethyls, diethyl. Okay? If you forgot and you just put ethyl, I'd probably be fine with that if you didn't put the diethyl, but you do need to make sure that you have the numbers where they're off of. Okay? Then is next would be the methyl. So 2 and another 2, 4, trimethyl. So don't forget that we have a methyl there and a methyl here, so we have to have the 2, 2. And then there was also one off of the 4. Trimethyl. And then lastly, off of the 5, we have a propyl. And that's it. So octane. Okay? Yeah.
Does it matter if you had the, or if you have like the diethyls, like, does it matter what order you put? Yes, the longer you
Meaning, yeah.
Be like 5, 3.
Like if the trimethyl.
Oh, so you put this in front of here? Yeah, you know, again, I wouldn't probably take away your birthday or anything, but realistically, the ethyl comes before the methyl. It's just we do it like that so that if we're doing it here, they're doing it the same in California, they're doing it the same in Germany, they're doing, you know what I mean? So that's kind of the rules for naming it.
Why does ethyl go first?
Because E comes before M, alphabetically. So you ignore the D, let's say. So let's say you had dimethyl. You would still put ethyls in front of methyls even though you had a dimethyl, you know, so, yeah.
Is it diethyl
Because there's 2. Exactly. The di means nothing. It doesn't tell you that you have 2 in an ethyl. The di tells you that you have 1 here and a second one there.
That's why it's tri.
The reason there's a tri is because we have 1, 2, 3. Exactly. We have 3 methyls. It's off of the 2, 2, and 4. Exactly. And the reason that the 5 is because it's off of the 5, we have a propyl. Yep, absolutely. Now, I just want to mention one thing real quickly. I'm not here to try to trick you, but please recognize that the longest chain might not be straight across. So if I go to the next slide here, let's say I have this. Okay? Just realize that this is not the longest chain. Okay? The longest chain would probably be numbered, and let me grab a different color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Notice we have 7 as the longest chain. And I went backwards because if I go this way, I have a branch off of the 3, and another branch off of the 3, and then a branch off of the 4, and another branch off of the 4. If I would have numbered the other way, notice if I go the other way here real quick, let's grab a color that'll differ a little bit, this white one, let's say. Okay, notice if I would have gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, it would have been off of the 4, 4, 5, 5. So we want to number them this yellow way. What's up, Eileen?
I understand why because it's on the end that you can make that initial turn, but why would you go down instead of continuing? Yeah.
Because if I go, that's a good question. Again, let me just use the white for simplicity's sake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, rather than going to 6 here, because 7 is a longer chain than if I went and just called this the 6th one over here.
But it's still considered the same chain.
Yep.
even though it's
And
branching
all we're
off.
looking for, it's not a branch. We're looking for the longest continuous chain. So that's why, like, this thing right here is there's no branches. It's just simply the longest continuous chain.
Okay.
Okay, and again, I'm not trying to trick you, but just a heads up on that as we go through something. Correct. You always want to find the longest chain. The reason, again, Maxwell, the reason we start and the reason we would count the yellow way and not the white way is because notice that the branches, and I'm kind of messed up a little bit here, but notice that the branches on the yellow way are off of the 3 and 3, those two, and then the 4 and 4. You see the yellow numbers, 3 and 4, versus the white way. They're off of the 4, 4, and 5, 5, and so these are lowered numbers. So we always want to do it. And again, it's not anything that's real crazy, but again, just so that we're doing it the same that everyone's doing across the globe, is why we do it that way. Okay.